They thought it was just an old map, a relic from a time long forgotten. But every morning, it changed. They say some places hold memories, but what if a map could hold the future? A future it was drawing just for you. The Thompsons were looking for a fresh start. They moved into the sprawling farmhouse left to Mark by his late uncle, a place nestled in the quiet rural town of Greybridge. It seemed perfect. While exploring the dusty, forgotten corners of the attic, their daughter stumbled upon an old leather-bound chest. Inside, folded with impossible care, was a map. It was labelled Greybridge Estate to 1892, older than the house itself. As they unrolled it under the dim candlelight, the ink seemed to shimmer, glowing with a faint, otherworldly light. But that wasn't the strangest part. The problem was that each sunrise something on it had changed. At first, it was subtle. Day after day, the map redrew itself. Paths they walked yesterday realigned overnight. A pond shown near the old oak tree had shifted 100 yards to the east. A small cottage appeared where there was only an empty field. But then the changes became more personal, more unsettling. Strange symbols began to form in the margins. The scariest part, one morning, a new room appeared on the mapper room that didn't exist in their house. Or so they thought. Their unease turned to dread when the children, playing in the attic, uncovered a stack of hidden letters tucked beneath the floorboards. The ink was faded, the handwriting frantic, dated 1892. They were a warning from a family who lived there before, a family haunted by the very same map. The land remembers those who dwell upon it, one letter read, and the map records what should be forgotten. The truth crashed down on them when their daughter Emma vanished for a solid hour, only to reappear in the living room with no memory of where she'd been. They finally understood. The map wasn't just showing the land, it was showing what was about to happen. That night, a blood-red circle appeared on the map, drawn tightly around their house. The lights in the farmhouse flickered violently before dying completely, plunging them into darkness. A collective panic sent them scrambling upstairs as the very structure of the house seemed to groan and shift around them. The map on the attic floor began to glow with a blinding intensity, papers swirling around it as if caught in a vortex. The door to the newly drawn room creaked open, revealing not a space, but a silent, consuming black void. As Mark stared at the map one last time, he saw the image of their house twist and distort into the shape of a skull. A final distorted whisper echoed from the darkness. "It's already drawn." By morning, the house was gone. The family was gone. Only the map remained on the empty plot of land. They say the Thompsons somehow escaped Greybridge that night, fleeing in their car with nothing but the clothes on their backs. But the map didn't leave them. It followed in the back seat. The charred and burned parchment still glows faintly in the dark, and if you look closely, you can see the embers of its ink slowly, patiently reshaping themselves into a new road. Some maps don't show you where you are. They show you where you're going. If you crave stories where horror meets the case file, be sure to subscribe to Show Evidence TV. Thanks for watching.